we're going to want to kind of just get right on into it. I don't want this video to be like 45 minutes long. Y'all don't need that. So, first off is Aleki's Nifty ships. And here you have two different kinds, the rowboat and the sloop. And while you're going to think originally at first, compared to simple ships, that this isn't a lot, well, where it's going to get y'all later is the variety of what y'all can do with these ships. So, for the rowboat, you're going to want to have oak. You're going to want to have these scaffolding, shipwright scaffoldings, both the sloped and flat variant. Now, I can't share the recipe quite yet for those. Those absolutely will come in a later video. However, we are currently in the progress of reworking most recipes and stuff. That not only goes with this mod, but basically everything else. For the rowboat, you're going to put a 3x2 of this sloped shipwright scaffolding. They basically just look like stairs almost. You're going to fill each one up until it no longer lets you with wood. This can be any type of wood you want as long as you use the same type for the entire build. So you can't have like half of these spruce and half of this oak. It doesn't work. It won't let you do it. In the middle here, you're going to want to add these oar locks. 2 on each side, and there you go. It forms your rowboat. Now, before you can, go sail off or do whatever, you got to add some oars. You need 2 to be exact. And here is what I love about this mod. Let's say we grab a crafting table and a furnace. You can add these right onto the back here, and you are able to access them and do whatever while basically just kind of anywhere. Whether it's stuck on land, whether it's out in the sea, you can use these. So, as you can look towards my cursor, there's 2 different icons you'll see. You'll see this little steering wheel or compass looking thing. That's going to be your driver's seat. It's going to allow you to kind of push off and drive whichever way you want. And it's simple as that. It's a little rowboat. It's nothing major, and it's pretty darn cheap. So this is absolutely going to be used early to mid-game. I see it kind of being the ultimate ferry travel in between small rivers and everything. Something you wouldn't need this sloop for. For this sloop, you're going to want the same 2x3, but you're going to do it out of the flat shipwright scaffolding. And then around that, you're going to have a 5x4 of the sloped, and then a little 2x2 sloped as well. Now for this, you're going to, instead of the oar locks, you're going to need these things called cleats. You're going to need 4 of them, 1 in each corner, and once you do that, boom. Now, unlike the rowboat, this has 2 different building stages. We've already got it done with the first one. Now, this little blue hammer will guide us in kind of building the rest of the ship up. So for this, you're going to want to build the supports, and you're just following along this little blue hammer, kind of just making sure you have everything built. And then it takes a bit, and it's going to take a good amount of wood, not an overly amount, I guess, but it's going to be a bit. And then, as we're just moving along, it keeps going. You're going to need wool. You're going to need fences. You're going to need leads. There we go. And then once you have the anchor, just a few leads. And your ship is ready and built. Now, let's just go ahead and clear out everything here. And let's grab some, I don't know, red dye. Why not? It's going to be a little funky looking. I've got a blue banner already. Where am I? There we go. So, not only are you able to dye the hull, when you do red, it kind of looks like a watermelon. And there's multiple different, like, variations or colors you can get. We'll just stick with blue for now. But you're also able to... But you can climb up these poles and attach your banner. There we go. And now that we're down, we're also going to go ahead and dye our little sail. Now, on top of this, you're going to see this little paintbrush icon, and that's when you'll know where to actually hit everything at. Now, the best part about the sloop is this little undercarriage. is you can see the little block pops up and right around my cursor, and you're able to actually see where you can put everything. I'm going to leave these sides open for something in a second. So we're just going to go ahead and put a craft. Nah, I want it back here. And then let's say you want to carry an extra set of armor or whatever. You can slap this right in the back. Oop. Right in the back. And there you go. Now that we're out to sea, you just raise your sail as a very nice animation, and then you make your turns and everything. Very simple and very fast if you're with the wind. In the bottom left corner next to my hotbar, you're able to see wind direction, and it turns orange or green or red depending on how much wind you have with you. And it also has a little compass there in the corner telling you north, south, east, west. It's a normal compass. I don't really need to explain that. But when you get out of your ship, make sure you close your little sail. And then, now for the best part, you can mount your cannons. So your cannonball, and your flint and steel, all necessary. Here we go. And these just get mounted to the side. You fill them with your cannonball. Now, if you want to raise them or lower them, you crouch to lower. You want to raise, just right click normally. No crouch needed. And then, now we've all got our cannonballs in it, we're going to light them all. Now, the first two didn't do much damage because, or the left and right one, or left and middle, I guess, didn't really do much damage. They hit the water. But this is the damage of what you can do with just one cannonball. Now, we're most likely going to tweak that to make sure it's not too harsh in terms of shore bombardments, because I can absolutely see that being in the future. But I honestly think that's a good size. I want y'all to comment and just let me know if y'all have anything of tips or ideas of what you would like to see, basically. But yeah, that does it for Aleki's nifty ships. The only thing I do want to add is when your ship gets damaged or broken, it has these little wear marks, and then eventually it breaks. Now, your cannons, your chests, your crafting tables, everything, whatever you have on it, sinks to the bottom. So this gives an opportunity for when your ship sinks for you to retrieve all your items without the fear of it despawning. All your stuff will be just right there, and you're able to retrieve it. But keep in mind, if you get sunk, it's most likely by somebody else, and they will steal your crap. Unless it's against the rules by that point. But that basically covers Aleki ships. Let me know what y'all think about that, and on to the next part.